Hey everybody, it's Stormy Iris, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we made our way back to Hyrule Castletown, escorting Telma and Ilia, who has lost her memories, to Kakariko Village with the ill Zora child. We also did some collecting on the side, and we got the Zora armor. And in this episode, it's finally time to enter my least favorite Zelda dungeon, which is crazy because this is my favorite Zelda game. I'm not a fan of this temple, even like, because on my practice run, I ended up having my good friend who's played this game 1,000 times guide me through it, and even he admits that it can be very, very confusing. For anybody who's like playing their first time, to get lost within this temple. It is a very confusing temple, but hopefully that early practice has done me well, that I can do this somewhat well. So without further ado, let's just dive right, pun not intended. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to avoid these enemies. I don't want to fight them. They do electric damage, which is weird that it mentions that you're extra prone to fire and ice damage, but not electricity. Coming off the idea of playing Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where Zora are especially weak to any electric element, it's super weird. But that's to behold. That is a purple choo-choo. Their effects are random. They can give a whole variety of different effects. So let's not push our luck. Why don't I take down this red choo-choo? Let's place our bombs here for a second. And we got red choo jelly. We'll be able to replenish 8 hearts. Open this chest. I believe it's more water bombs. Yeah, okay. So we're only able to carry 15 of these things. I believe you can upgrade the bomb bag. It's just passing me right now, and can't really tell you at the moment. No, I'm gonna keep this Zora armor on. Okay, so like bomb arrows, they can be fused together to form bomb arrows. They're essentially the same. Oh. Whoa, that's treacherous. Well, don't think you ought to knock down those stalactites hanging out the ceiling first. They don't look like they could be very stable, break really easily. I just did that. What? Okay. I'm gonna break those. I can't remember. They're like armored. Armored. They are. I can't remember the name of those, but essentially they'll charge at you, and you just kind of want to dodge out of the way and then spike their butt. You can jump attack, one-shot them, so they're not super overly powerful. That's their big weak point. Anyway, kind of get a view on how this is going to go. So, over here we have our first instance of Lazelfos. Ow. We knocked each other down. That's really funny. There we go. Oh, do it again. Finish him off for a second time. Oh, got for blue ruby. Awesome. Oh, because I'm pressing the A button and not the B button to actually initiate the full attack. Welcome to the main hub of the Lakebed Temple. This is where it gets confusing, so I'll try to explain this the best that I can. So, based on where you are facing, I believe based on the lever you pull, will be kind of how this thing goes. If that makes sense. So we can't go anywhere up here, so we're gonna make our way down. And can't go that way. So, and we don't want to go this way. If you can see on the mini map, there is a. There's Tektite first. There is a sort of plus sign. That is a water gate, and you can't do anything there. Do that. Take that down super easily. I want to say this is a rupee. It's arrows. Oh, 20 arrows. Jesus. Yeah, so what we want to do, jump down and hold this lever. So it'll always face the direction that you will go. So nothing we can do down this way. So let's, ow, let's head up this way. I'm gonna try to explain this the best that I can. It is a very confusing dungeon. I believe this side, yeah, there is a lock. So we need to go this side. Take that down. Still no hearts, Jesus. Yeah, so we're gonna want to enter this way. I made an oopsie. You don't want to go this way. Essentially, the idea is, it'll, like, because of the way that these are divided, it'll lead you to, pulling levers will lead you to certain parts of the thing here. Oh, looks like you can't go on either side. So what we should probably do in this situation is make our way down that way. So pull the lever, and it's going to drop down, and now we can access this side, down on this way, because this was blocked before. So let's enter this side. All these little armor dino things, literally just dodge out of the way, and slash their butt, and they literally die in one hand. So let's enter through here. Again, I had to do another practice run, especially of this temple, because it is very confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So it's like not much we can do here. So let's head over this way to see what we can do. Yeah, okay, so we got a stalactite here. We need to blow it down. And that will create a way over. Put away our bomb arrows. No. Just crawl our way over. So I'm gonna try to explain this like the easiest way possible. There we go. That. It can feel confusing, and that is literally the core staple of Zelda water dungeons. So don't worry. As long as you are like paying attention to the patterns, it's not that bad of a dungeon. I just hate doing it because I don't typically play games over and over again. So like I'll go like a while before playing this again, and then like I'll completely forget how this temple is supposed to be played, and then I'm like, what do I do? And I sit here for like 3 hours trying to figure out the dungeon, and yeah, it's not a great time to say the least. So now we got our small key. We can head back over to this side. The main goal of the dungeon is to alternate on east and west, and that entails being able to get water to the middle. So we can't do anything here again. It is there's a water gate there, and we can't do much after that. So let's come over here and unlock this door now with our small key, now that we have it. And those little armored dino things. We're gonna dodge it and kill it. Take another heart. Awesome. Like usual, there is going to be your dungeon map, your compass, and then your 2 pieces of heart. We won't be getting the pieces of heart actually for a bit, so you don't have to worry about them right now. There we go. With another piece of heart, please, for the love of God. Bro. Look, I'm always down with the bombs, right? You know, I'm always down to get more of the bomb arrows. Pull that up. I don't know if that was... Nah, I don't think that was really worth my time. But it is what it is, I guess. So we're going to climb up this. There will be... I will collect something in this dungeon. I'm sure you know about the HD... Oh, crap. With the HD version, there are stamps. And I actually didn't have a good opportunity to talk about this until a dungeon where I felt like I wanted to talk about it. Because I don't quite understand the decision. Again, this game is released so late into the Wii U's life cycle, if not towards the end. I talked about this before. If they do re-release this game onto the Switch, or whatever the Switch's successor is. Hit him with the yeehaw. I hope that they remove the stamps, because the stamps are useless. They are genuinely useless at this point. And they'd be even more useless. Get that out. Not gonna worry about a keys. Not really worth my time. So what I do, we want to head back over this way. Because we continue up past that rock barrier. Or blockage. Rockage. I wanted to talk about it, because everyone who I know who has played this game and loved this game, especially the Wii U version, which I will say is the definitive version of the game. Well, there we go. Which is the definitive version of the game. I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to play it now because they took down the Wii U eShop. And I voiced my idea, my stuff, about how I think people started to defend the Wii U after it closed down. We're gonna use a bomb arrow. There we go. Had to concentrate there for a second. People started to defend the Wii U because it was closing down the eShop and whatever, this and that. But I really do hope that they bring these titles to the Switch. Tears of the Kingdom shows that people are interested in Zelda, and I think it'd be a really good time to bring those two to the Switch, or even on the Switch 2, whatever they're planning to call it. I know a lot of people right now are talking about it. They're like, hey, they're gonna announce the next console. So apparently it's in development. I think this and then Wind Waker would be a really good launch title for it. Boost these games up to 60 FPS. And then change some things about it. With how the, stamps are handled. Because maybe it's more a kind of... Oh, Jesus. I just absolutely obliterated it. I'd say keep it more akin to the original version. Of course, just, like, upscale it. And then just, and then bring it up to 60 FPS. I think it'd work fine. But that's just me, though. It would be... Oh my god, they're really giving out these water bombs. Jesus. That, actually, for example, is a stamp. So, yeah. I believe one of these things used to be a piece of heart, and then they changed it to the stamp, so... Yeah, not very cash money, in my opinion, but... It is what it is, I suppose. So, we got the thing here, so what we want to do is we're going to hop over here and pull down this lever. And that will allow the water to start flowing through. Again, this dungeon isn't that hard when when you're like going through it and know how to do it. It is just... I don't blame people if they say that this is their least favorite dungeon, or this is like the one part they're least looking forward to. Like, I don't blame people. It can be very confusing. Oh. I did this again. I did the same thing on my practice run. I went through this door. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go through this one. Because that's gated and you can't get through. But now, that is spinning. I don't think I have the map yet. I do not. Okay. I do believe if we drop down, it will be faster. Then just tuck tight. Okay. I think we do want to be down here. For the moment. Now that these platforms are rotating. Because we want to get over to that side. I believe it's that first platform there. We'll be back to this room later when we have a certain item. But for now, not much we can do. So we're going to head over here because you want to go over here first. And we're going to open up this. And round. The camera freak out for some reason. And open this up. And we got a small key. We got a locked door. We're just going to avoid the choo-choos. Ow. And we're going to go this way. And then we want to right along this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like huffing a lot of copium. Because I would love, again, if the day that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess make it onto the Switch, the Wii U is actually confirmed dead. Because these two are like the last two big games to be released onto the Switch. And I would like to see it. Everyone who I've talked to wants to see it. I've seen it, like I've talked to a lot of people who I work with. They want to buy a Switch. They really do, but they don't want to justify buying a Nintendo Switch specifically for Breath of the Wild or, you know, Tears of the Kingdom, which those are good games. I'd say they're totally worth it. And that's in my humble opinion. Well, there's also a lot of other really great games too on the Switch, not just, you know, Zelda. Mario Odyssey is really good. Camera Freakouts are really good. Super Mario 3D World, although it's a port, is still really good. There's some really good stuff on the Switch. Ow. There we go. Take out this clam. I would say Zelda really isn't like the sole reason you should buy a Switch, but I know people who really want Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, so I want to see it too. So I'm right there with them, but it'd be nice to have them. Now that I'm done gushing, let's kill these things. And they drop from the ceiling, so let's look up to see what the source is. Alright, the Deku Toad, the mini-boss of the Lakebed Temple. Pretty simple concept. So, you need to destroy all the tadpoles. You're going to want to look up, see where he's going to drop. And there we go. Hit him with the jump attack, spin attack combo. And before these little tadpole babies to come out. There's a lot of them. Jeez, there we go. I cut the hearts, and he's gonna be really angry that we killed the babies. Here for Shadow. There we go. Second one. Not too hard of a boss. But need to spawn some more babies. gonna be angry that we killed the babies. And up it goes. And finish! You got the hook shot! This is a claw at the end of a long chain. Hold it with Y, X, or R and aim with the control stick or the motion controls. Similar to how the Gale Boomerang is, you are now able to aim where you want to go. Like so. You want to do that? And open the way through. Another really cool speedrunning thing here. Oh, did not mean to do that. There is actually a really cool way to skip that. So you don't have to go around. You could actually just skip right into the boss fight. But I think for now, we have cleared the first half of the dungeon. Also, really good thing to do here. You can rip off their armor, so they're naked now. Yeah, so it's cool. So I think we're halfway through the dungeon. I think this is going to be a good place to end it off for today. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we are going to be continuing through the Lakebed Temple and hopefully finishing it up. I'll see you guys then.